All right, I think we can probably go ahead and get started. I think I did everything right. Hopefully, hopefully everything is properly set up. I believe. Let's hope. Where's the Minecraft? Let's see. And I get there we go. There we go. I think things are working. I don't know. I'm not a professional, but hello everyone. Hi. How are we doing? I'm gonna go from the top, but hello Devin. Hello Minecraft's taken. Uh, Coley building. Hello Hannah. Cabbage food. Mimo Schmim. Thank you. This is why you're the best man at my wedding. Light Cat, how we doing? How's everybody working today? Everybody doing good? Hi. Hello. I can't actually see the chat on my screen, so I have to look at my laptop, which I'm gonna figure out something better because I need a second monitor, but we're getting there. You love the new PFP? Thank you. Big inspiration from Fern. That was. I was looking at Ferns and I was like, ah. And the old one was nostalgic, and one of my friends made it for me, so it was a kind of a tough decision. But I was like, I need something more cinematic, you know. So we got that going, and that was so. Yesterday was a big day for me in terms of like rebranding almost, because I got the new PFP and I spent all day making a channel banner. And the start screen that you guys saw was actually the first attempt at that channel banner. It was like I made it in the correct aspect ratio for like the TV like one, and I didn't think about how it displays on desktop and mobile. So that was kind of the problem. So that was the first attempt, and then I had to make a new one, which is the one that's on my channel right now. That took forever, and that one was the final one. And so I was like, well, what do I do with this first one? It looked, halfway decent, and I was like, oh, well, I'm sad. And then I was going to stream today, and then I was like, oh, well, you know what? Can just reuse it, throw the FA live that Spike gave me. You're, I'm happy that you started playing the mod, because I watched videos like the ones I make, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start doing it. Yeah, biggest like, glad I did in the first place. Hi, Dune. Is your name Danoons? Danoons. Sure. I hope. Favorite dinosaur? Favorite dinosaur is a Stegosaurus. I love the Stegos. Well, so actually today, I hope everyone also can see the chat on screen, right? That took a while to set up, and I hope it's halfway decent. I'm gonna tweak it some more, but I just wanted to get, that vibe on there. Yeah, the crown thing looks a little weird. I'll fix it later. But today we are over at the aquarium because it's been a very long time since I've actually worked. Well, in the videos, it's been a very long time since I've worked on it. Off camera, I have been digging a ton. As you can see, we now have a ton of like usable space. You can see the stuff I have dug out. It's about 7 blocks deep, I think. Yeah, around 7 blocks deep, and it's been taking a while, but it's getting to a state where I'm ready to actually make the next video about it. Hopefully, if we can, lock in today. I'm thinking I'm gonna give you 2 options, okay? And whichever one the chat chooses is what will be in the start of the next video as like the opening time lapse. So we can either work on the terraforming of the lagoon, or we can work on the interior of the upper floor of the aquarium. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know which one you want, because obviously it's a big decision. But I want to give you guys something fun input to do. So yeah, terraforming would kind of be the cliff along here, and kind of going all the way to here, a little bit of that. I want to redo this cliff because I want to change styles, and I'll talk about that. We decided to do that. And then the top of the aquarium, I'm using Freecam, by the way. This isn't cheating. I use this to take shots. It's fun. This is the interior. This is a much smaller thing. This is going to be like a museum kind of thingy, like a display of like fossils and whatever else I can come up with. I was also thinking maybe a cafeteria in here. Yeah. I've got 2 for the interior. I think we'll start there. I think that's good. We can look at that. I am also excited to take a break because if you can tell by these chests, I have been digging so much, and I'm so sick of it. But the lagoon is coming. That is going to be the big thing for the next video. Interior. Okay. All right. Let's do... Okay, so I'm thinking for up here. I'm going to walk up here again. We got to do... We got to do like little stands of fossils for sure. And I think we can get like a couple different like things. Hopefully we can clean up some of these walls and stuff. I kind of built this in very hastily and was like, got to get the, you know, the actual enclosure stuff done. I think if anyone has any ideas for the lower levels, I will like take them because there are a couple things in here that I would like some help on. Just because like for some reason I feel like some of these rooms are a little empty almost, like there could be more. I'm kind of happy with the living fossil room just because it's got the lights, it's got this little display and stuff. But if anyone has like an idea for this, I will take that because I feel like that little bit in the middle is a little thing. Yes, Light, you did walk through this building. If you haven't seen the world tour that I did with Lightacat, Fern, and Spike, please go check that out. It was a lot of fun having them on the world. Yes, you can. You can name your child after me. We've been friends for forever. Some carpet, yeah, okay. Let me actually, I'm just talking. Let me go actually to my storage room and get serious. We're locking in, okay? Ooh, fountain, okay. Those are good. Let's see. Let me grab some shulky boxes and throw them on the ground. Okay, I think from what I had over there... Oh, the 21st live stream? Okay, yeah, thanks for reminding me. Guys, on this Sunday, actually, the Fossils SMP is live streaming all day long. We're starting in the morning. I'm kind of... I'm doing the schedule right now. I think we're starting like 7 a.m. my time, which I'm in EST, if you didn't know. But Spike is starting us off really early in the morning for us, and I think we're going to end with the Sauropod squad later in the afternoon. So basically, each member that's participating is going to be streaming for about 2 hours each, and we will be kind of passing the torch along. So we'll be starting in the morning, we'll be streaming 2 hours each all day long, and we'll just keep passing you guys along. If you want to watch as much or as little as you want, just your favorite person, or if you want to follow the whole event, it should be a really fun time, honestly. We're all going to be working on kind of like a winter area that we all picked out, and it's going to have, we're going to do some like Cenozoic creatures, we're going to do some cool create builds. Like I know, I don't want to spoil too much, but I know that there's going to be some trains going around, different contraptions, different like statues, and I'm personally going to be working on a creature enclosure that I'm excited for. I've been testing a little bit of the terraforming in creative. It should be pretty cool. We've already got a snow farm set up. I hope that they're working on a wool farm at some point. I don't know. What was I doing? I need materials. Okay. I think I have all my andesite over there, but we will take all this because I like using andesite. Light gray concrete powder. Do I have any of that? I do know I use a lot of this. Sanded stone might be nice to mix in. Oh, there's my andesite. Yeah, we're just gonna... I probably... Okay, I won't lie to you. I finally, like... I was so excited to set up a bunch of the streamer stuff that you see, like the starting screen and getting the chat to look right, that I kind of didn't prepare for what today was going to be, so I'm so sorry that I am unprepared for what we're doing right now. Glass is always good. But yeah, this is the kind of you guys are getting a first-hand experience of like what my brain processes when I go doing this kind of stuff. Get walls and slabs and stairs of these. Just cause. But yeah, we're gonna wing this. Hopefully we will get something that's halfway decent, I'm hoping. There's light gray. Cool, cool, cool. We'll get that as well. This I use a ton of. What's a cool dinosaur fact I know? I will tell you I'm not the nerdiest of the dino tubers. Like, I mean, not like that as a bad thing, but it's like I am not the, you know, most know-it-all. Like, I kind of am just a passive enjoyer of the dinosauria. One of my favorites though is the like brain break that is that like there's more time between Stegosaurus and T-Rex than T-Rex and us. I think that's just really cool. Like, I could talk about that for hours just because it's like, whoa, wait, time is weird. Like, thinking about that relativity is just really cool. Pachyrhino. I am not doing the Pachyrhino. I'll let you keep guessing, though. Trains, I think because I think we're going to do, like, a Polar Express, and then I think there's talk of a Santa sleigh flying around. I don't really know how they're going to do it, because create is obviously not my specialty. It is theirs. And, yeah, I don't know how any of that really works, so I need wool. Where is my wool? Light gray. We are kind of running low, which is not great. I will take this, and these for wool accents, because why not? I really should have checked these shulker boxes before I grabbed them, because these are the two that I keep filled with seeds just to feed all the herbivores. That's true. All birds are dinosaurs, all dinosaurs are reptiles, but not all reptiles are birds. That is a good one, Light. That's a very good one. Speaking of, Light, am I allowed to talk about what we recorded like 2 days ago? I don't know what the rules on that. Can I tease it? Let me know. Let me know. But yeah, I'm really excited for the 21st just because it should be a really cool day with all of the S&P members. Like, people that haven't got on in a very long time are joining. Sadly, Lorikeet is in the States and away from his computer, so he can't join us, which is really sad because I was looking forward to playing with Charlie as always. Biofossil. I don't have any tar fossil. That is not great. Yeah, that's really not great. Huh. I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna take these as well. I can tease it a little bit. Essentially, I got a tour of a really cool world that I'm excited for you guys to see their video of. It was a phenomenal tour, and like the park that I went through was mwah. I think I don't know how long they said the editing and stuff of that would be, or like when that's coming out, but I'm really excited for you guys to, well, one, you should already be watching their series because it's amazing. But, you know, I probably will make a short to like send you guys over there when it comes out, just like a, hey, I did this. How did the fossils S&P get made? Like, who was the first? So Fossils S&P, I got invited, yeah, later. It was technically, yeah, it was Lights and Poe's idea. They kind of like decided they wanted to do an S&P that would like bring some people into the 1.19 and 1.20 update, and then also like a good space for creators to like get to know each other. And so it started off pretty small with like Lorikeet, Fern, and I forget who else was there originally, a Spike, I believe. And then it kind of grew from there. I think they brought a couple other people on. I was part of I don't know what wave I was in, but I was part of a wave of 3 where I joined with Jacob, the Sauropod Squad, and GGJ. We got the invite. Technically, it was Lorikeet that reached out to me first. And I know, like, Fern had watched a bunch of my videos. He had commented on them, so I kind of knew Fern. And I personally have been a fan of lorikeet for a very long time, very long time. I need sea lanterns. I'm yapping and not getting the stuff I need, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're having to witness this. Is this the right bench? I used a lot of these in the build. This is also kind of tricky for me because it's been a while since I've been over at the aquarium, so it's hard to remember what kind of style I go for over there. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Tablets might be cool. Always nice to have crates. I'm gonna need a table design, aren't I? Do I have tables? No. Let's decide. Do you guys think spruce or dark oak? Spruce or dark oak wood as like our, I guess our main wood type. I'm gonna say spruce for now. Maybe. Bring a bunch of, let's just bring logs. Throw all this in there. Also trying to keep in mind what I actually had. Chandelier might be good, yeah. Dark oak, okay. Gotta vote for dark oak, I'll bring some. Problem with dark oak is I have much less of it. Much less, so we might have to collect if we end up going with the dark oak. And I really should have checked these shulker boxes. This is actually the map that I got in my episode 20. This is the first map I took of the world, so I should not open that. Actually, it might be locked, so we might be fine. I don't know. Let's head over there, and you're just gonna have to see me walk or fly back and forth a bunch because that's what I do anyway. Oh, the first members were Fern, Spike, Lori, Gob, Jaden, and Jarrett. They were the first to play, and then Paige brought it in. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. It actually. Yeah, I do know that one. The original, like, the vision for the SMP wasn't that it was gonna be, like, it wasn't gonna be an SMP. It wasn't gonna be like a big YouTube thing. It was just gonna be like, you know, bring the creators together to play on the same world so they get to know each other, really. We're gonna go through and destroy the torch span that I put up here because we don't want it. It would have been nice if I had planned this in creative, so now I feel a lot of pressure building this live, but I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it's really fun watching me struggle with my brain. Okay, so that's good. Let's start the replay just so we have it. Let me go quickly run down the steps. I want to look at the Mosasaur viewing gallery because I did some detail work down here that I think would be cool. So I did do planters. Those would be a little bit difficult for upstairs, but I did do this. And I used dark oak. Okay. Everyone that said dark oak, you were right. You want a megalodon? It is coming. I have to do the mosasaur first, though. So I use a lot of andesite and cyan terracotta, mostly, and then dark oak trapdoors. A lot of these. Okay, andesite. Yeah. Okay. Let's get to it. Let's go. I'm gonna need probably lighting will be my most important thing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go grab some dirt from my little dig because then I can kind of use it as like outlining, and hopefully that'll be cool. And we can use that. Do. Helpful building tip: if you ever just want to plan something out, always use dirt. It's so nice because I can just like tear it up in an instant. But yeah, here we go. We'll sleep. What's it saying? But yeah, the original plan was actually going to be a solo world that I would, so they would have their own builds. Huh. Oh, really? Like, it was just gonna be a solo thing? That's weird. That's weird to think about how that's, like, evolved, you know? And then, obviously, now it's kind of like a YouTuber thing, I guess. Okay, I think what I would like to do is I'd like to separate out this wall. Yeah, I think if I separate out this, because I'm just gonna say it now, this door right here, little bit difficult because it's just kind of, it doesn't work. It looks good like on the outside, but it doesn't go anywhere on the inside. And if I break this block, oh wait, I can break that block. If I break this block, oh yeah, if I break that block, then you're into this, and it kind of breaks the border that I have. So I think this is just going to kind of have to stay how it is. And I think if I essentially block it off like this, creating this line, I've thus created this room in the back. And I think we can make this kind of like back room storage area, and then maybe the kitchen for the little cafe. That might be really good. And then so we can have, yeah, we'll have like a whole wall to work with, because I do have a lot of windows, which are always really, really tricky to deal with when you've got something like this. So I think if we basically flatten this wall as well, I think that'll be good. Yeah, let's get, where did I put the, there it is. If we essentially flatten out this wall, so now we kind of have the 3 walls that we can use to make it better. Where, oh, where, there we go. And I'm just gonna fill it in like that. You know, it's a little bit, or wait, can I? No, I can't break it. Ugh. Yeah, no, this build is, it's a little wonky. I won't even pretend. Where are the sea lanterns? Sea lanterns are here. Under these slabs as well is where I used to have these. So I might honestly replace with sea lanterns for full blocks, and then we can repurpose, I guess is the best phrase. One, because these lanterns just, you know, they were weird. They were just a choice of, I didn't have sea lanterns, essentially. Okay, so yeah. Can you slap any new species coming to the aquarium? Okay. So the next video I think is going to be focused on the aquarium. I have been absolutely hard at work digging out the lagoon. I don't know, a couple episodes back I mentioned it, but you can kind of see all the work, and if I go underwater you'll see it even better. I dug so much by hand. This whole bit needs to be dug out more. I'm starting to work on the wall that's kind of surrounding everything. And then I also really want to do the terraforming. I want to redesign this clip, because instead of doing just like a natural ocean actually that was converted, what I'm actually going to do now is basically I'm going to make a rock quarry that was kind of an amber mine and rock quarry. And then basically what happens is it's abandoned now, and so all of the water has flooded in from the local like waterways and stuff like that you've seen, like maybe they had dammed it or something, but now that they're not using the space anymore, it is flooded back in. It was kind of salt water, and then now I'm going to go through and like I'm reinforcing it with the concrete walls. So it's going to be a rock quarry that was abandoned, filled with salt water, and then turned into a lagoon enclosure. Yeah, that's my idea. That's what it's gonna be, I guess. Doesn't make, you know, the most sense, but I think it'll look cool once we get it done. I think it'll definitely be interesting. Definitely be interesting to see. Okay, so I'm just gonna essentially throw this wall in as well. So hopefully I can just throw all this. Yeah, kind of very like I don't know if you guys know, but I am a very big fan of Fwhip. He's a very popular, like, hardcore YouTuber. If you don't know him, he's amazing. Um, he did like a rock quarry as well, a little bit smaller than what I have envisioned, but the terraforming was just beautiful in my eyes. It was so stylized and nice, and so I'm gonna take a lot of inspiration from that as well, just because I thought it was a really cool build. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of like that, and then again, I'm gonna try and incorporate an amber mine into the design, which I think should be pretty cool. Like having that whatchamacallit, having that like little bit of extra detail. I think because I can't really show this, I'm just gonna double up the slabbage. I think that'll be fine. That'll kind of cover up this blue. Does that look the same? That looks good. Probably. Maybe. Trust me. Am I gonna add coral into the lagoon? I might do a little bit. It really depends on how stylized I go with it. Like how far are we gonna be taking the like quarry aspects, because that's gonna be the big terraforming thing. I think it's probably gonna end up being just a more just more of like a quarry build that I made and then it's been filled in. So I don't know how much, like, it'll have, like, seaweed and definitely seagrass. Or, like, the kelp. I meant kelp. Guys, I'm a professional Minecrafter. I know that it's kelp, not seaweed. But it should be cool. I'm really hoping. Okay, trying to figure out what to do with this window right here. Because on the inside, like, this one back here looks really cool. This one does not. Really does not. One, I'm gonna fill in this wall as well because that is how it is over there. So we're gonna double up this wall for now. I think technically because it's doubled up, we can also do a special wall on the inside instead of the light gray, but I'm just gonna fill it in with light gray now so it helps my brain a little bit. Just a little bit. Yes, they will be the big attraction for the aquarium. They should be, like, their enclosures are going to be the biggest in the park by far. I mean, the Spinos is, I think, the biggest at the moment. Like, at the current juncture, Spino is so massive. Light can tell you. It's a big enclosure. But I'm really excited to work on these ones. It is going to be a thing where I have to, like, really try and pace myself, because it's such a big project. I don't want to get burnt out super quick of it. But yeah, okay. So that I think I like that. Do you guys like the kind of like the shortening of this? I think if we can put like a double door like into this area, yeah, I think that'll be cool. Where's my ender chest? Where's my cats? I thought I kept andesite bars in here. Apparently, I do not. It's okay because I need to go get, all the chip tables as well, because I forgot those. You should add, like, what countries do by, like, sinking ships. Oh, you know what? That would be really cool. I like that idea. Having like the leftover quarry machines that have been overgrown by coral. That's really cool. I like that a lot. I will be doing that now. Thank you for your idea. And you're more creative than I am. Inland shelves and art and whatnot. Oh yeah, yeah. You're so. I thought you were saying doubling up the Mosa and the Meg. And I'm like, trust me, I'm not, guys. They will have their own separate enclosures. Because I know what happens to fossils and archaeology creatures when you put them in the same exhibit. It's not pretty. Do I have one? Here, what's a, honestly, let's just take the ones that are in here. Just gonna take the ones that are in here. No need to search around and make my own. Those should be fine. I can do everything else back here. What did I come over here for, guys? I'm forgetting. I came over for andesite bars. I remember. I have the memory of an elephant. Do I have any andesite bars? They would be in here if I had any, right? Or wait, no, they might be over here. Still a few, not enough. Do I have any andesite thingies? I'm not sure. Ooh. My storage room is a mess, by the way. You're not allowed to judge. I make the videos here. Okay? Okay. There we go. We'll just take those over and make some andesite bars. Doo-boo-boo. Oh yeah, if you haven't watched the tour video, go watch it. It's peak. Peak content. Peak content. And if you weren't aware, there is a world download. I have put out a world download for the first 20 episodes of the series. So if you really want the world download, just know it is available for tier 2 members to my channel. All you got to do is become a tier 2 member. And then you have to link your Discord and your YouTube accounts. And then you'll automatically be given the role in my server. And that'll let you have access to the world download, which is pretty cool if you like that kind of thing. I like that kind of thing, so I hope you guys do. I know there's a 15 population for Mosasaur. I'm thinking 3, max 5. I'm open to suggestions, but I'm feeling like for the size, because if you see that like jutty out bit right there, and then that one over there, there's going to be some kind of connection in the middle. So like I'm going to bring the walkway into the middle. Can't decide if it's going to be a straight line, if I'm going to do like a little circle in the middle that's going to be another building. Really up in the air at the moment what I do there. Really trying to figure it out. Don't know at the moment. But so yeah, those will connect, and then the front half, so that line forward, this is all Mosasaur area. And then this line backward is going to be Megalodon area. I'm thinking only 1, maybe 2 Megalodons, just because this feels a little smaller, but also like I want just it to be like a solitary creature. Do far more. How many DNA do you have for the Mosasaur and the Meg? I don't know, actually. I haven't looked lately. But I can get some. I can always, like, I always go out and get some. Light did get the world download early. And hi, Jacoby. How are you? Giant tunnel. I was thinking kind of like a shark tunnel out there. I won't even lie. I was thinking that. Or something along the lines of that. Okay, so if I'm... Let's see. This corner is going to be cafe, I think. So I think if I like make a little bit of a gap here, yeah, we'll do 3 there, and then I would like it to be kind of along this back wall, so that way this is access to the kitchen almost. So like it has just a little access point right there, and that will just take you back to the kitchen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. Would be, I think that maybe is an appropriate size for the kitchen, or like for the cafe register thing, and then we'll have like tables out here. I think we want probably 3 blocks for a line, so maybe more like this, and we'll do another set here, I think, and we can do another table here, and then some single tables like here and here. Does that make kind of sense? Maybe another one like here, and yeah, maybe just like This is difficult, guys. Tables and chairs are not my strong suit. Don't know if you... Hi, Wesley. Oh my goodness. Dude, I do remember you. Don't you? How could I forget you? But thank you. Thank you so much. You have eaten dinner with me. Wow. Yeah, you did. You did get the world download so early because I gave it to you on tour day as well. Because we had just so many problems setting that up. Um, your first Dino DNA was a Stegosaurus. That's my favorite. That's me. That's my favorite. But yeah, guys, I also like I finally announced my YouTube on my personal Instagram so all of my friends could see it. Um, yeah, that was scary because I was really scared, and then my lady friend that I've been going out with was like, dude, you just need to do it. Your videos are cool, and your family and stuff should see them. And I was like, fine, fine, whatever, I'll do it. I think making that a little bit shorter helps. And then if we move these back 2 blocks, we can have something like this moreover, or more so. Or like that. Let's move this 2 blocks. We have a 3 block gap in between. And then we can do, honestly, big table, like really big table. And then we do 1, 2, 3 gap, 1, 2, 3 gap. Sorry, I'm really overthinking the you know, the big the dining room area. But I think it's important enough to overthink. Something like that. We'll figure it out when we get more dinner. Hi, Neat. How you doing? Neat is also an SMP member who will be streaming on the 21st. So tune in. I think Neat. I think I put you second. I can't check right now, but I think that's right. I think you're after Spike. I could be so wrong though. I did have to move some stuff around for Fern. He finally put his stuff in. And I think I'll have to move stuff around again for Smithy once he puts his stuff in. But yeah, some big names on stream day. Smithy MC, Fern's going to be doing one. I know Spike's going to be doing some. Sauropod Squad. Just a ton of the SMP members are going to be. I think we have someone for almost all day long. You're good. I'm good. Okay, yeah, you're second, I think. Okay. Now I need to stop chatting. I'm chatting, guys. If I get too yappy, you have to tell me to get back to work, because otherwise we're getting nothing done the whole stream. But okay, I think this will be good for the little like cafe. Figuring out how I want to do this. And oh wait, is this? This is roof. Okay, so this is the floor that it has to stay at. As, which is unfortunate to say the least, because I would love, like, since it's a cafe, I would love to do a different floor. Maybe I could do slabs. I could do slabs. We'll see how I feel about that. But I think that's good. Now I also want to plan out kind of where I do info boards. This is annoying. Does anyone have a suggestion for what to do with this window? Because I could cover it up. I could cover it up and we won't have to look at it. Like I could, I think, if I brought them. I could cover this up with like a thingy, you know? If I get a good one. Like I could cover it up like this. Let me know if you think that's weird, though. Because I don't like that it exists there in that space. You know? I think I just use regular dark oak trapdoors. But we're just gonna find... How did I decorate down these ones? I didn't. Okay, cool. We're gonna do probably one up, one there, boop. And then let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess one right there as well, because then it leaves a nice little gap in the middle that we can put a little detail on this wall. Is this doubled up? I'm scared to break it. It's not. Okay. That's not a doubled up wall. This wall was the doubled up one. Frozen comes. Okay. That's cool. I do want. Okay, a Kentrosaurus would be so cool for a number of reasons. One, Stegosaurus, or like, Stegosaurid. Love the Stegosaurus. So another one of those would be really, really cool. And then, what was the other thing I was going to say? I was going to say something very important, very relevant to the story. Oh, that doesn't work. Darn. Okay, gotta remove these. I did wish that worked, but it didn't, which is unfortunate. Want a different one than the one we've already got. Want a different one. Ooh, Herobrine. Spooky. How does that look from the outside? Ah, you can barely tell. You can barely tell. Barely tell at all. But yeah. Kentrosaurus would be cool. That's one of my top picks as well. I would also say... Kentrosaurus, I obviously, like, I kind of want more carnivores. I'm not going to lie. I feel like there's not a huge number of them. Like, there's a bunch, but a lot of them are smaller. I would like some more big carnivores. Like, I think it's the Spino and the T-Rex are the biggest that we have. So I know everyone says like Giganotosaurus, Carnotaurus, like all those ones. Those would all be cool. And you can literally ask endlessly for dinosaurs. I think that's one of the problems that the FA team hate is when people just keep suggesting dinosaurs, because like, yeah, we all want those dinosaurs, but also keep in mind there's so many dinosaurs and there's a lot of love for every species. It's really hard to get everyone's favorite in there, you know? So I try never to be like, oh my gosh, I really want this, because I'm like, any like dinosaur that they add, I'm just gonna love, because I just love dinosaurs. So I'm always like, when they dropped the Mosasaur, I was like, oh my gosh, new thing. I don't even know what this is, but it's adorable and I love it. So yeah, I think lights like that would be cool. Be very cool. We need a light on this wall as well to kind of match up there. I think that's good. I think, yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be good. Is this an uneven wall? Have I done wrong? No, they are the same. Why does this look different? I'm confused, but it's fine. Name something muddy. I think I should. I think the Sarco would be perfectly, like, yeah. I do have a Nautilus in the aquarium. I have it down in... I have every aquatic species other than the Mosasaur and the Megalodon. But the Nautilus are right here. They've got their own little tank in here. I would say that I could, like, expand it upwards, like, maybe... But then it kind of, your stairway is right above it, which is unfortunate. And the same thing for the sturgeon. They have, like, they are behind thing. And then if I built these guys up, it would look weird, I think. But I do have the coelacanth. I've got the alligator gar. I've got the sturgeon. I've got all of the, like, trilobite self-feeding species and the megalograptus back here. And then downstairs I've got ichthyosaur, plesiosaur, Leopleurodon. And what's the fourth one? Aquiolamna, the little shark dude. And I know the next big content update, or like the next one that they're planning, I think there's another new species of like shark that they're going to be adding, which is so cool. I'm sorry, I'm just giving you a tour of the aquarium now, but we'll get back to work in a second. Down here is where I have all these. I've got the pixel art of the Mosasaur, pointing that out. It's cool. Again, go check out the world tour if you want a full like world tour video. I took Fern, Spike, and Lightacat around and just showed them all of this. It was good time, good way to actually, if you guys want to see all the builds, like on video, and then also if you really want, I won't ever like tell you like you have to, go check out the world download for tier 2 members. You can link your YouTube and Discord, and then you just get access to the download, and you can run around the world yourself and send me any screenshots or anything you take. That'd be super cool. But yeah, here's our Leos. Got the Aqualamna, and then I basically, so I've left these coming soon barriers, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig this out and wrap the aquarium around the lagoon. So, like, because the lagoon is, like, through here, you can see this will be the Mosasaur viewing gallery that's tied into the building. I'm going to build more galleries around the lagoon, but I also want the aquarium to actually go around, and there's plenty of space, because I could push it out forward, but then we're kind of just into this area, which I kind of want to use for dinosaurs. But the area around, like, this is all potential space for lagoon stuff and, like, stuff I can do. You can see my early draft plannings of stuff, but, like, yeah, this might all be turned into lagoon space, and there will be similar developments over on the other side, so I think we'll have plenty of space to keep expanding as they add more aquatic creatures, which should be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited for, like, more aquatic ones and stuff like that. But yeah, Troodon would be absolutely amazing. I do, like, one of my favorite, like, dinosaurs, despite how absolutely inaccurate they are, was the Troodon in Jurassic Park the game. I love the glowing eyes. It's just so creepy, you know, when you're, like, playing through the levels and they're like, oh. Okay. Guys, tell me, do you like this? Because I think it's okay. Okay enough to leave for now, perchance. I know I can't just say perchance, but it's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Fossils or vanilla nautilus. I won't lie, obviously the fossils one holds a lot of nostalgia for me, but I like the implementation and the gameplay features of the vanilla nautilus. I think it's a really creative idea that Mojang did. Like having the ability to just have infinite water breathing through the, you know, like through that means it's really cool. I definitely enjoy the vanilla. I haven't played with it personally though. And I actually have like a poll in my Discord right now that's like, hey, should I start a vanilla hardcore world? Would you guys be interested in seeing that? So if you want to join the Discord and answer that question, that would be splendid. Let's start one here. This will be an info board, ideally. Also, sorry I keep looking off to the side. I've got the chat pulled up on my laptop that's just by my screen. I really need a second monitor or something. But yeah, this is what I've been using. Troodon. Slabs in the bottom. Yeah. Okay. We'll do same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I started on that one. And then we can do one in the middle of the two of them. Kind of out the back. How big is that? 5? Yeah, that could be cool. Should I do... Okay, this one can be info board. And I think I used, in the downstairs one, I think I did cyan terracotta. There it is. And we'll go up 1, 2. Sort of like that. And then, do I have slab? I do have slab. And we should be able to just kind of throw this on top. And put, I think I did dark oak fences. I can just fly down. Okay, yeah. Dark oak fences and signs along top or bottom. Doesn't really have to be the most consistent in the world. Do I not? I don't have a crafting table. That would be a good thing to have. Yes, it would. There we go. And we'll do... So I need a few. Also, you guys are going to finally see how bad my inventory gets. Like, when I'm building. It gets bad, guys. It gets real bad. We kind of throw this like that. So that kind of is framed nicely, and it hides the staff access to this room, which we might also put some interior in. Don't know. Ever played ASE or ASA? No, I have not. I don't know what that is. Hopefully I didn't say anything bad. I'm very not on the internet. Like, the games I play is the game you see right on your screen. I am a Minecraft kid through and through. Didn't hop on the Fortnite train. I have been playing this game as long as they've been allowing me to play it. Whether that is a good or a bad thing. I don't know. I'm just a diehard, like, you know how, like, every kid kind of finds their game, and it's the game that they, like, ride or die stick to for the rest of their life? That Minecraft is my game. I am a Minecraft kid, and I wouldn't change that for the world. I think if we just throw like that, that'll be a good access way into here, which we will also replace these with the sea lanterns for just that full block that we can build on top of. Okay, that's good. So this is going to be kind of a storeroom, I believe. So, like, we'll, I think, separate this out as well, like so. So this will be... This could be its own room. You know, it really depends. Does this become storeroom, or does anyone have any other ideas for this? Let me know. For now, we'll say it's the store. Actually, wait. Yeah, never mind, because this is going to break that. We can't put a wall here because there's this skylight that I'd like to keep. I mean, maybe we could break it in the middle here. I think let's try breaking it. Oh, but then you'll see that. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. We'll break it for now. Break it up, I mean, and throw a wall in the very middle. If anyone has any ideas for what this room could be other than another storeroom, I will graciously accept your feedback and ideas. And we'll throw the slabs like that. Actually, sorry, I'm taking that back. I'm taking this back. We'll throw slabs like that. I wish you could break slabs individually. I'm not gonna lie. Mojang, get on it. And then Fossils team update. Gift shop. That's not a bad shout. You know what? I like that. I like that. Ark Survival. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I played Ark Survival Evolved a very, very long time ago. With my close friends. We did a private server, and we played for months. I don't, like, we had tons of dinosaurs, we had tons of fun, like tons of laughs. Was just genuinely a really good, like, time and experience. And then one day, because it was like a private thing, we were kids, and like it was just like hosted on an Xbox, I think. One of my friends who was hosting the worlds decided to I asked him, it's my fault, guys. I said, hey, can you leave the world up while you go to bed, so I can keep building, because like sleep schedule was non-existent at the time, and I wanted to keep building. I wanted to keep keep my thing going. And what ended up happening was some people somehow got onto the world, and they just started trashing everything. And what I mean by that is they like broke into our base because it was a private server. We didn't have like the dinosaurs set on guard or anything. They were just kind of existing outside our base. So all of these guys that came in, it was like two guys, and they basically just kind of opened every inventory item that they could and just threw it on the ground. So they threw it on the ground so it would despawn. And, you know, that happened, and that was really upsetting. So we lost all our stuff. They killed a couple of our dinos because they weren't on, like, you know, attack if provoked or anything. So it was kind of tragic. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I still think about that. Like, oh, I wish that didn't happen, you know? Because it was kind of scummy, you know? To do that to someone's world was scummy. And so, you know, we tried again. And yeah, we never really got back into it. And I won't even lie to you. I obviously, if you couldn't tell, I always take the position of builder in the friend group. Whenever we're playing video games, I am the builder friend. And Ark Survival Evolved's building system is the worst thing, and I will stand by this till I die. The worst thing I've ever been through is that building system. Every like heartbreak, everything like that, nothing compared to that building system. It made me want to cry. And I cried many times over it because it just like, you know, it would just snap to the weirdest things. You'd be building, you'd be trying to make something look good. You've like placed that final wall, and there would be like this much gap between your walls, and it would drive me insane because I like to be a perfectionist when it comes to like building. If I didn't do engineering, I was going to be like an architect. So I like that little bit of like detail and just Ark Survival Evolved. I get mad thinking about it. I'm not even going to hold it to you. It's gotten a bit better in the new thing. Yeah. Security room? That's a good idea. That's not bad. I like that too. I don't know, because, yeah, I mean, so the aquarium, obviously, is massive. And we have a lot of room, like I said, underground. Because, like, so this tunnel is going to go through here, and it's going to wrap around the lagoon. And it's going to go underneath all of this work, all this terraforming. But, by the way, check this out. This is one of my favorite places. Not really, but, like, it's cool to just be like, oh, I built all this. But, yeah, so we have a lot of space to expand the aquarium. I'm going to pop down and see the thingy. Where, oh, I went the wrong way. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, and then we've got pots, we've got things, display. Okay, let's do a little bit more. Let's do some fossils. Actually, let's, you know, do the namesake of this world. Iron bars, and there's a specific chipped variant that I would like to do, so we're gonna have to fly back. And I need bones as well. I need bones. Oh, thank you, Fossil, for, you know, tuning in. Sorry you had to go. Final day of school. That's absolutely lovely. I got out of school like a week, or no, more than a week ago now. The last final season, whew, rough. Very rough. If you didn't know already, I'm an engineering major. And terrifying that last week. That's kind of why there was a kind of a pause on videos for like, I think was it 3 weeks that I did a pause? Like, it was either 2 or 3, and it was mainly because I was busy with school and trying to do a big project for the world download. So I don't know, my upload schedule was kind of just like, whenever I can get it out, I'll get it out eventually. And I did, and I'm very proud of the swamp biome, which actually, you know what, I'm going to show off because I'm talking about it right now. And whilst I don't want to build in there for a while, I'm really happy with the whole thing. Like I'm really happy with how this whole area came out. The biggest thing it's missing is trees. And I will, in the next episode of the single player, you will see that I am going to introduce a new segment moving forward into the world. We're going to do like a patch of trees a day. So like, say it's not going to be this next episode, this one, but like, so in a episode in the future, we'll do like this whole patch, fill it in with trees, or in like a later one, we'll do this patch, fill it in with trees. And we'll just kind of take, the tree building little pieces at a time, just because there are so many areas throughout the world that need trees, like that little bank. That's one episode, fill this in with trees, and do stuff like that. So like this little patch, fill it in with trees. And we'll just do one of those each episode to kind of slowly but surely make our way to actually having all the trees placed in this world. I kind of regret. I don't regret at all. I mean, but like I'm happy, but also mad at myself for giving myself more work when I started this world, because I could have just been like, you know what, using vanilla trees throughout, and I didn't. I should have, though. Okay, if I do that, right, so that'll kind of be prop up and get some of these. I didn't grab bones. You guys were supposed to tell me what I went over there for. I'm gonna blame you. Oh yeah, I am not a real penguin, guys. I'm sorry. It's a tragedy, I know. I am a human man. Top 5 mod/mod packs. For me personally, Fossils is really up there. I love this mod for so many reasons. I mean, like, one, dinosaurs. Like, who can complain to just having dinosaurs in this game? Fossils has always been one of my favorite mods just because of, you know, dinosaurs and having the ability to just build a park with your creatures. I've always like really enjoyed that whole aspect of things. We're gonna move it to the center. I'm just gonna do one over here. But yeah, so Fossils is my #1 mod. I did have a small like Pixelmon, Cobblemon phase. I'm not really big into Pokemon, so I don't really know all the things. So that one's tough to get into. But other than that, I don't really play a whole lot of mods. I like the vanilla game a lot. So like when I am like playing by myself, I just enjoy the vanilla game. I broke the one I wanted. I need to get bones anyway. Let me fly and get bones. Hello, welcome to the stream. If I've not said hi to you, it's because there's a lot of people in the chat. How are the Dilos doing? The Dilos are doing good. I have one complaint. I'll show you this. And this is something that if you do get the world download, please don't be mad at me. But the Dilos are they're doing fine, but they are constantly starving because for whatever reason their AI gets stuck on literally everything that I put in this enclosure. The mud they get stuck in. The glass panes that I've used for cattails, stuck in. And all it takes is one little nudge to get them, you know, right. I've been somewhat good about hand feeding them, but as soon as I like start going on a project, they get stuck again and start starving. And there's not, you know, a whole lot to be done about it, just because like I'm not gonna redesign this enclosure. But don't worry, like actual like they can take damage, but they can't actually die from starvation in this world. I've got the config turned off for that, just because I know like stuff like this happens. If I ever go AFK, I don't want all of my creatures to just suddenly die from like starvation. So I'm leaving, Emily. I'm sorry. So yeah, like I just leave it off because if like I ever go AFK at the creeper farm and then like the Diplos run out of food, I don't want them to just die because I was AFK gathering gunpowder. So I keep it so they do eat, but I have them dying from starvation turned off. Why did I come over here? I meant to go over here. Just so that way we don't have any tragic accidents. They're still possible, and I think I mentioned it in the world tour. There was one time that Fusion, which if you didn't know is our first like prehistoric creature that we put in. He's just a little Confuciusaurus by our starter house. There was about a month period where he was just gone. I didn't know where he was. I never got a death message. He was just escaped. I think he phased through the iron bars, and I didn't know where he went. I looked around for hours, couldn't find him. Was like this close. Like I didn't acknowledge it in any videos. I think it was around episode 17 that I found him, because I was like, or maybe whichever, when I started the swamp. I found him after I started digging out the swamp because I was flying back to my storage room, and I found him flying over the Diplo enclosure, like 60 blocks in the sky. Out of render distance, like I just found him while I was flying over, and I was like, what are you doing here, bud? Yeah, so he's now sat down in front of his feeder, unable to move, because I don't want him to phase through his enclosure again, while I work on designing the next one for him. I want him to get an upgrade, is all. I don't have one, I just want him to have an upgrade eventually, if that makes any semblance of sense. How are you doing? Let me... This is... Maybe if I... I'm trying to decide, should I build them like this? How big is that? That is not big at all. Maybe we just kind of remove these. That looks somewhat alright. But bam. I like it too. Yeah. Fossils for me has always been number one over Jurassic Craft. There was a time, obviously, when I was younger that I liked Jurassic Craft more because it felt more Jurassic Parky, and that's obviously like where all this started. If you couldn't tell, I was a dinosaur kid. I love Jurassic Park, love Land Before Time, all that. I love dinosaur like media, and that's kind of where all of this started. But yeah, so I like Jurassic Craft a lot just because of its like tie-ins to Jurassic Park. But nowadays, now that I'm a little bit older and I've got a whole like I've figured myself out more, I like the vanilla feeling of the game. Like I like just vanilla Minecraft as a base game. It is what, you know, obviously like the vanilla Minecraft is what got me into this game. It's just so good. I like the sandbox build. So I like mods that make Minecraft feel vanilla, if that makes any sense. He is way too big for this. Huh. I don't know. Let's do... This doesn't make sense either. Huh. You know what I really wish? I wish we could have... This is in the mod. The shell block. This. And in creative, it's really cool. It's a really cool block. And then you can't get it in survival. And it really makes me upset. Because I want to use it. No, this is good over here. So let's try and do a plesiosaur maybe. Because I know they're also smaller. And have a cool skeleton. I broke it. I was trying to lock in and make sure that I didn't break it, and then I broke it as soon as I did. Also, there's a new SMP video coming out on Friday, just so that you're aware. And I also, well, you'll see the build. I think I've teased it on my Discord, but I built a bridge, and there are these Triceratops skeletons also incorporated into the design. And let me tell you, placing four biofossil Triceratopses, making sure that they're all Triceratopses, and making sure that they're all positioned correctly, was a pain in the backside. And I ranted about this to someone, I've already forgotten who, but I probably ranted about it to multiple people because it took so long to get the correct dinosaur. And then it also takes, you know, a lot of finagling with the actual skeleton once you have it placed to get it to look right. I broke it again. This is my one complaint about fossils. That I think Jurassic Craft does better. Because you can just place the fossil for each individual creature in Jurassic Craft, if I remember correctly. It's been a while, but I seem to recall that in at least one of the Jurassic mods, like the Jurassic Craft style mods, they just have it so you place the skeletons. This is the one downside of fossils that I have. I love everything else, and I think it's perfect. But I did it again. Guys, I did it again. I've done it 3 times now in this one stint. Yeah, during the Atlantic Craft, I do agree. Back when they were making their Jurassic Craft series, Jurassic Craft was infinitely better. But now, the models for FA, the AI for FA, the animations, the gameplay too. I love FA endlessly more. I have it. I got it. I have the thing. Oof. I almost broke it again, guys. If I would have crashed. I would have crashed out if I had broken it again. I did kind of yell. So I'm sorry if I broke your eardrums. I didn't actually say that. I'm sorry. There we go. Like, that's cool, right? Like, having both the skeletons on either side. Yeah. Honestly, once we get to our marine season, I'm gonna find ways to use shell more. Yeah. Good light. But the best and worst part of FA, I do feel that. Like, cause they look so cool. You know, they're just a really cool, like, it's nice to have something you can place down in the world as decoration. I love the models because it's literally just, it's the skeleton. It looks cool. My one complaint is that, one, they're really easy to break, and two, there's no GUI. Or, like, there's no choosing. You just gotta keep random placing like a painting. That I find endlessly annoying. Problem with Jurassic Craft nowadays is that the paid version always gets an update while the free version doesn't receive an update in a long time. True, they did make it paid, and I'm so sorry. I'm not paying for Jurassic Craft when there's like 5 other mods that basically are the same, in my opinion, because they all have the same style. I don't know if they're all made by like the same people or if they're like made by different people that worked on the original. Like, I really don't know what happens behind the scenes, but you are right. Like, I'm not paying for it. There's like a bajillion that are, in my mind, the same. And like, kind of going back to what I was saying of like, they just don't feel like Minecraft. If anyone know, like, if you know what I'm talking about, like, they don't feel Minecrafty enough to me. I like fossils because even though there's some inconsistencies, the AI and like all of this, they feel like, with a suspension of disbelief, they feel like they could be a Mojang update to me. Like, out of all the fossils mods or all the dinosaur mods, I really think that FA feels the most like it's just a Minecraft update. Even though I know it will never be. They will never add dinosaurs to Minecraft. But out of all of the things, FA feels the most Minecrafty, most vanilla feeling, and I like the way it fits into the game. I think they have done a phenomenal job of tying into the game, making the animals and the creatures feel vanilla to an extent, like disbelief, obviously, but like they feel close enough that I enjoy them quite a lot. And then, like Jurassic Craft also, my big complaint is like, if you don't look up a tutorial, and thank God Smithy made one, you have no idea what you're doing in survival. I remember playing as a kid, and I couldn't figure it out. For the life of me, there was this big, long process, apparently. I couldn't figure out what this said process was, and I just ended up looking at the Smithy tutorial. I think whilst there's nothing in-game telling you how to do the FA stuff, it's just a lot simpler. Because you can just, I don't know. I will say, my one suggestion is, like, when you craft the Dinopedia, you should be able to just right-click on air, and it gives you a rundown of how the Dinopedia works, and then it should also show, like, different chapters of, like, here's how to create dinosaurs, here's how to feed dinosaurs, here's, like, interaction stats, and, like, kind of like a tutorial, or something like that. That'd be cool. Let me see. What was I doing? Dark oak signs. That's what I want. I hope you guys enjoy my rants. I hope they're entertaining. Okay, let's do... I could either do along the top like this, kind of how I did in the bottom, or I could do like this, kind of, and then have all the items in there. Which one do we like better? Do we like along the top, or do we like kind of built up on the side? Hi Gavin, how you doing? Miss you, buddy. FA for Bedrock Adam. I don't think they ever will, just because the FA devs aren't paid. Like they don't they they don't like make money off of the mod. I even offered for the the live stream event on the 21st. I offered to be like, "Hey guys, do you guys want us to donate the proceeds to you all?" And they were like, "No." They do it as a labor of love, and honestly, I commend them for that. You can definitely tell in the mod that this mod was made with a ton of love for these creatures, for the mods, for the fans. It's just a really cool like mod that they've made. But yeah, they don't make any money off of it, and you know, like, so I don't think they would ever do Bedrock add-on. One, because you have to pay for it. I don't think they would ever want you to pay for the mod. They want it to be free. Um, and two, like, obviously that is a ton of work. Bedrock, like, porting it over to Bedrock and making it an add-on, ton of work, and I don't think they will. Maybe later. Yeah, they don't have any plans for it. Reborn mod. Yeah, the Reborn mod is good. Like, I like it as well. I will say it is Reborn mod, it's kind of laggy for me. Or like every time I've played with it, it gets really laggy for the stuff I want to do with it. And then also that same feeling, like it is very like the creatures are very detailed. Like obviously they're pixelated, but they are I don't know, they don't feel right, you know? They're just a little bit off, you know? They feel too modded to me. So like for someone who enjoys just base game and like not feeling like he's playing a modded thing. Like obviously like on the SMP, we've got so many mods and it feels like this really modded thing. But I don't mind it as much, you know, just because it feels different when I'm playing on the SMP, just inherently, because on this world I can do whatever I want. And I have endless space to sprawl out to, and I can build whatever I want. And I like the vanilla feeling, like this being a vanilla world plus dinos. So that's why on this series I try and keep it very vanilla, very like, oh, this is just someone's long-term hardcore world that they have dinosaurs in. But yeah, the models for Reborn and that Jurassic Craft style of mod, there's a ton of those kinds of like remakes since, you know, Jurassic Craft went private and such. That they just don't feel good to me, you know? Like they're really good mods, not saying that they're not good. They like it just for me playing them, it doesn't fill me with the same feeling that Fossils does, where it just feels like I'm playing Minecraft. Like Fossils just really makes me feel like I'm playing Minecraft, and I like it a lot. Yeah, okay. Most people said on the top. I was watching, I didn't talk about it, but yeah, the signs have gone on the top because you guys said yes, and I am inclined to agree. I just wanted to see what it would look like if all of them were on the sides. Why am I pressing escape? I don't need to keep pressing escape for item frames. But yeah, so that'll be cool to have that little display there. And then, well, tables and chairs through here. I do really like, okay, now it's another voting time. Is this room a gift shop, or is this room the security office, or the like director's office? I think it could be both. Like it's just kind of an office space. It's like the director of the aquarium, and then it can have like little like TV camera stuff that it's looking at. Let me know what you think. Gift shop or security room. And then this is going to be the cafe and then this will be the kitchen of the cafe / storage room. So let's get to work on one of those things. Before we leave this space, I do have an idea. I would like if there was a megalodon hanging from the ceiling, because I think okay, we'll decide Mosasaur or Megalodon as well. Let me know which one should hang from the ceiling. I think Mosasaur is a little bit smaller, so he might look weirder. But Megalodon has less of a skeleton. Or I don't... Ah, I broke it. I broke it again. Just gonna start placing around like this. I'm... Guys... Trust me, I am implanting the idea that this needs to be better. I think everyone is. I will bully Poe and Hyper and everybody till they hear me. And then there's a couple other like paleo mods, like dinosaur mods. I forget what they're called, and I've not checked all of them out. I know Lori is doing a creative series that I think his latest episode was with Fern. I don't know what mod they're using for the dinos on that one. But I also don't like that one as much because they feel more vanilla than Jurassic Craft. I'll give them that, and I like it. I think Megalodon. I think the Mosasaur is gonna be too small. Like I like those models way better than the Jurassic Craft style ones. But I will say that they also don't feel the most vanilla to me. I don't know what it is, but I really just like, yeah, I think I really like fossils a ton more. Why was I sleeping on the floor? That was kind of sad. Okay, security room. I saw the most security. Yeah, security. Okay. Because we can also throw a gift shop somewhere in the underground section, with like, because I plan it to be another loop around, so it might be nice to have the gift shop on the end of the loop for the Megalodon. I have come over to check if I have tar fossil, which it doesn't seem that I do. So we're gonna do a side quest. I should probably stop the recording for the replay. I didn't remember that I was just kind of going. But there should be... I feel like there was tar. At one point there was. Let us see if I kept any. If not, that's tragic. I might have turned it all into DNA. Current juncture, I do have 3 Mosasaur DNA, so that is kind of what I'm thinking for these guys. Do I see? I don't have any. I don't have any tar. I have 1 meg. That is, I think I do have 1 meg, so there might only be 1 meg DNA. Well, let's go on an adventure. We're gonna go find some tar. Hello, Spike. How you doing, bud? Yeah, prehistoric fauna and prehistoric nature. Like, I like them. Like, I think they're much better than Jurassic. Not much better. Like, they're all good in their own individual right. When I say better, I mean better for me. Like, I like them more. I like Fossil's the best. Those two kind of next, I think. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna get tar slimed in a second. I should probably make an automatic tar farm in this world, but I just haven't been bothered to. Mostly because I don't have any plan in the current juncture for, whatchamacallit, for the Cenozoic creatures. I just don't... The only one of those, like, blue DNAs that I have in mind is gonna be the Megalodon, and then maybe the Megalania I have an idea for, but a lot of them I just have no clue what I'm doing for them. I think, by the way, okay, so Megalania, I'm thinking that I'm gonna build another big build after my next one. So the next big build I'm gonna do after the aquarium is the info center, because I want to have a space that's, 1, kind of museum-ish, 2, is kind of like the visitor center, and then 3 is a good place to is a good place to put, like, all my channel members in the world. Like, everyone that's chosen to support me, I want you to have a spot designated in this world, so that way when world downloads come out and stuff like that, you just get access, or, like, have that little spot to, like, see yourself if you've supported me. I just want to give back to those people because it really, like, that kind of stuff really means a lot to me. I don't ever want anyone to feel like they have to, like, support me in that capacity. But, like, when people do, I want it to be worth it for them. Just because, you know, I make these videos for fun. And if you're choosing to support me, I really want to give back to you. So the next big build is going to be Info Center with, like, lots of skeletons, lots of that kind of stuff. And just those kind of vibes where I can put, like, a big wall of channel members. Yes, I did like... Well, okay. To my credit, I have been talking about this for the past couple streams. People keep asking me what my next big project is. I did tell you guys the other day that it was something that's on my to-do list. I think in episode 20 I talked about my to-do list, and then I was like, oh yeah. Bruce, that's a phenomenal name. Devin, when the video comes out for the Megalodon, please leave a comment on the video, because I always take my name suggestions from the comments of the video where I hatched the dinosaur. So please, when I do the Megalodon video, put a comment on that video with that name, because I will forget based on this live chat, because I don't have live replay turned on. Or like replay at all. Yeah, I know you're making fun of me, Light. I know. Okay, let's do Megalodon. My one complaint about the Megalodon is that it's got the like brown color of the tar fossil, which is a little annoying. Just because, I don't know. I wish we could, like, choose, like, each... I pillared up for no reason because I fell. I wish we could choose what color the fossils came out to be. Obviously, like, the tar makes sense for, like, mammoth and, like, some of the Cenozoic creatures, but even still, like, I would like the ability for some of them that have multiple ways to fossilize. I mean, technically, the Megalodon should just be a pair of jaws, you know, if we're being accurate. But I do wish I could, like, change the color a little bit. Make it gray, maybe. Let's see. I can. This is the middle. Let's see if I can throw... That's a Titanus. That's a Terror Bird. Smilodon. Terror Bird. Megalania. Megalania. So that I was on track. After the info center, which is going to serve as the, like, big visitor center, members list, and all that good stuff, like maps I'll throw in there too. I want to work on a desert house, just because, like, this park is very, I guess, like, wilderness vibes, and very, like, forest, very, I don't know, just kind of, it doesn't, transitioning into a desert would be probably one of the bigger challenges that I'd face. So instead of, like, actually building a desert biome, because it's all, like, this world is all the biomes, you know, I think what I'll do is I will build, like, a kind of a reptile house almost, but instead it's just going to be all the desert themed creatures. Where did I throw the bones? I have made a mess of scaffolding. Yeah, the skeleton should just be the jaws. Where is the... Hey, don't judge my stream delay, Spiky, okay? I'm getting to you. Huh. I did also notice on the tour the better archaeology mod. I'm considering it at the current juncture. I am heavily considering the better archaeology mod just because it adds some cool stuff. Let me back up a little bit. I mean, he should probably just be as big as he can be. That is huge. Oh. Okay. He big. He very big. I didn't know he was that big. I've not seen his new model. That is really big. But if I break this, oh, it's perfect. I've done good. Ah, do we like that? Deforestation. Yeah, true. I was so like I was talking about the reptile or the thingy. I just think there's a lot of creatures that should go in a desert environment that I don't have what was I trying to say? Like I really would like to have like Protoceratops, Velociraptor, Megalania, just like all those creatures that should go in a desert, but it's going to be really hard to build a desert biome. So I feel as if having kind of a desert house would be a great way to incorporate those creatures without building a whole desert biome. That way I can kind of make like terrarium styles, and all that. I think he's good. I think he's fit as good as he's gonna. I did briefly consider moving him back just a tad, but I think he's fine. I think it looks good, good enough. I don't think gravity affects them actually. Like just in general, I don't know. It might also be because I've got the bars like as those might be propping him up, but I don't want to mess with him and find out. So, do your own testing, Light. Okay, next step. This needs to have a curve, doesn't it? Yes, it does. This needs to curve along the top. Like so. Maybe a little more curve on that. Yes. I think good. Yes? Mm-hmm. I think it's now time to start work on the cafe. Don't know what I'm going to do here. This is going to be difficult because I don't have a plan of action. I think first step is we're going to find a counter thing. I think maybe do we do dark oak wood? Or should I do... I think I'll do dark oak wood. I think we will start... Or... I'm thinking, guys. You have to let me think. Let's do this. Let's do... andesite. There we go. Let's do... on either side, like this. Like such. Okay, and we'll do this. Not that. That. Thank you. We'll do... how did I had it like that. And then like this. And then I will connect out the back. Yes. And then we'll throw along this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll have it so this is where you order. This is where you pick up. Yes? Yes. Feel like it should be facing the other way. He's looking at you when you come up the stairs. That is an easy fix. I should just be able... we can try that out. So I can just pillar up like so. I guess I need to get closer. I need to get even closer. Maybe... oh. Like that. That should be good. It's a little off, but I think that's as close as we're getting. Let's see. When we come up the stairs... yeah, I like that better. Thank you, Toby. That was good. Blah, 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 blah. Wow. The girls are fighting in the chat. This is what it's like getting Light and Spike in the same VC. You guys get behind the scenes. Exposing you guys. It is really funny, though, whenever they're in VC together. I find it hilarious. I think it's quite funny. Okay, so... I think... Do we just do... the same... I think for now, we'll do the same wall design that we've got going on these. Not that. Just because I think that's easier to do. We'll throw in some of this as well. Is that part of my transition? I do... Yeah. Yeah, that makes the most sense. I'll need to do more of this anyway. There we go. Let's get a little bit of that, and then we'll do... Do I have more slabs? Please tell me I have more slabs. Which sugar box? There, I put them in there. Okay. We can do along like this. Similar to how we had it before. I think, honestly, something along like this as well. I think throwing... When in doubt, throw slabs on it. That's my advice. Yeah! 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 Yeah. Yeah. They've been married a long time. It sounds, at least. Could I do... Do we like spruce behind as kind of a... almost like an accent, I guess? That kind of works, right? A little bit. I wish this jutted out a little bit more. But I don't want to change the other stuff. Should I? Wait, should I double up like this? This might be a good call. I'm sorry, this stream is, like, if you're just joining in, this stream is going to be a lot of me going back and forth on what to do. Like, kind of going along like that. That might look good. And that way, this kind of ties in a little bit better. Yeah, yes? Maybe. Maybe. I think it's fine. I think that'll be fine. I think that'll be good. Golden. Let me just check my phone, make sure my mom didn't call me or anything. Just making sure. You know, you gotta check these things. Yes, she did. Let me text my mother. Okay, wondrous. Alright. Spike, the live stream times for Sunday are not 100% set yet. I'm waiting for Smithy. I think Smithy is the last person I'm waiting for. So you can feel free to spam him with messages to do his scheduling. Unless he's done it. I can check real quick, but I don't think... I checked before the stream to see if anyone knew it. No, I'm still waiting for Smithy. Still waiting for Smithy. But I think once I have him, I think I have everyone. Fern did, I think, throw a little bit of things off, but not much. Not much. But I'm working on the schedule for Sunday. If you didn't know, to everyone who's not Light and Spike, we're doing a live stream day for the SMP. And that will kind of... should be really cool. Should have a lot of your favorite YouTubers participating. I think we're even getting some people that have not been active for very long to participate, which is phenomenal. I'm really happy to have them back, you know, and doing something on the SMP. Kind of the whole reason I started it too was to get like some renewed life from the members to just like be like, hey, we're doing a cool thing, um, you know. So that's kind of one of the reasons I was really pushing for this. So the we're gonna be this Sunday, the 21st. We will be live streaming all day long. I think we have enough people participating that it should. I think Spike is our first, and he's starting early in the morning, and we'll be going really, uh, really late, really late. Or like if you're British, like I don't recommend you stay the whole time that we're going to be doing the event, just because it goes really early into your morning. I think so. We start with Spike in you know that part of the world, and then we go to Jacob the Sauropod Squad in California. So we're kind of going across, like from the Netherlands over. I think is our kind of thing. Like we follow those time zones, so we're starting really early in my morning, and then we're ending kind of like when Jacob's waking up, I think. But overall, it should be a really, really cool event. We're all gonna be working in the same area, building like a winter wonderland kind of thing, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I think just a small amount of highlight like that would be cool. 18-hour event? Yeah, I think that's what I think. Does that include Smithy and Fern, who was not in the unofficial schedule that I sent? Because I sent one in the SMP Discord that's got missing 2 people, so add 4 hours onto however many was on that. Okay, we have done good things. This is really coming together. I don't know how long have I been streaming? Hard to know. Hard to know. It probably tells me somewhere in this. Somewhere in this it tells me. Close out of this. Hold on. No, okay, yeah. So I think it would be 22 hours. And if you didn't include Smithy and Fern, then yeah, it should be 22 hours, I think, of live streaming. From it, you don't have to, guys. You don't have to stay for the whole thing, but like, there will be someone streaming the SMP all day long, so you'll get to see what everyone's working on, and we should all be working in the same general area, and it should be really cool. Sorry, I had to stretch. Should be a really cool, really cool whole area. I've been talking to some people about what they're gonna build, and I'm excited. I'm excited. So each member will be streaming 2 hours, but the members are not limited to streaming for those 2 hours, or like for playing for those 2 hours. So each person will be only streaming for 2 hours in their time slot, but once their time is over, they can keep playing, or before their time they can play. And it should be pretty cool. I am hoping so desperately that it's cool, and I hope that you guys like it, and I'm excited, and you should be excited. How to do tables. The bane of my existence. Tables. Because I would do something like this, right? Can do like that. Honestly, connecting these two might be good. I need to go get more spruce. I need more spruce, as always. But yeah. Oh, Spike, I did get the, I hope you like it. I got the invisible chat thing to work. I found a website. That was fun. Had to figure that out. I hope it's cool. I probably will tweak it before Sunday, but I did get that working. And I also got my starting screen working. And I did a channel banner. And I got a new PFP. And I did it all myself. I'm really proud of it. And I hope you're proud of me. I care a lot about what you think. Because you're my OG. Where is... What did I come over here for? One, I need acacia leaves. That's something I remember because I want to do some pots. I think I need to restore those pots though. Then I also came over for more spruce wood because I'm going to use these palisades and we'll maybe try if I go like this. No, that doesn't work. Maybe if can I place them inverted? Oh, I broke the thingy. Hold on. There's a way. Right, flip item, sneak right click in air. If I do this, and I do that, Table. Yes? I think yes. We will try. We shall try. That could be table. I'm just also going to grab some more spruce wood. This could also be something. These could be something. We shall begin our testing. Also, for anyone that got the world download, I hit a bunch of these signs, so you can't redistribute it. I want to do graphics for the event, but I don't know what to do, and yes, very nice. You can make a bunch of starting screens for us. Like, you could just get a bunch of our skins and, like, make us do snowball fights, make us do sledding, or just whatever cute wintry things. Decorate Christmas trees, whatever you want. I mean, you're the one, you know, thinking about it. But if you want to do some assets, I will graciously accept, Spiky, because you do a great job. Okay, let's try the little trick I came up with. No. I want that back. Yes, there we go. Table. Yeah. I like enough. I am upset that I'm using one of the like few building mods that I have, but this one feels vanilla enough to me, so I use it sometimes. Very limited use, but I did use it throughout the swamp biome a little bit. Okay, now for this big table, I think honestly, we'll do like this. Remove this. We're gonna boop, 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 boop. Like so. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah? Yeah. No, wait. I want them to be like this. Boop, boop, boop. No, boop, 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 boop. And then, bing. No. Beep, boop, boop. Beep, boop, boop. There we go. Sorry for my beep boops. Beep boops is what I do when I am not thinking about anything other than placing blocks. Oh, Toby, you're making me hungry. I ate just before stream. That's why the starting screen was made today. Was because I was like, oh, I want to announce my thingy, and I want to make myself go live, but I also want to eat. So that's why I spent time making that today. Have a good night, Devin. Thanks for watching. Been awesome. You've been awesome. Yeah. I probably will go until we finish this, just because I'm having fun. Axolotl tank. Oh, you know what? I could do an axolotl tank. I could justify that. I could definitely justify that. Let's see. And I was just about to ask, what do we think I should put in this back wall here? I think if I do something small like this, that might look a little wonk. Okay, let's see. Let's make it have a 1 block gap from here. Yes. Okay. And then something like a so. It has to have a back to it, I feel. Maybe we forgo the back. Let's forgo the back for now. Let's place along here. Because it does have to be two blocks thick. I should have glass somewhere. Dino painting. I don't have the painting mod, actually, in this. I've thought about adding it, but I haven't yet. I do need to, though, because people have made me fan art, and it's really good, and that will be another thing going in the info center once I get around to making that, which is pretty soon. I'm brainstorming ideas as we speak, and I'm probably going to start creative planning on that project soonish. Soonish, yeah. Oh, I could push it back into the wall. I could. Let me grab glass, though. Yeah, the immersive paintings, or whichever the paintings mod we use on the SMP, is one I'm definitely considering throwing into this world, because I do want, in that info center project, to display fan art that people have made, because it's amazing and incredible, and I'm really, really pleased with what people have been able to create. I just think it's so cool. Could I make a bubbler? Do I have the materials? I do have an axolotl. Do I have another one? I thought I had one. It does not appear so, but I do have one. That's episode 12 map. Where? Oh, where? What was I looking for? This might be good to have these. These. I also need these. Which one did I use most? Both. This was light gray, though, so let's see which dye I have. I have this. I can probably... This is light gray, right? Yeah. Throw those together. Not that. Those will be good. Oh, did I just make light gray ones? I did. Those were just gray. Whoopsies. How do I stay motivated to build a massive park? I've always wanted to. I just can't stay motivated or not have the urge to cheat in materials. I played a lot at first, got a base lab, etc. But honestly, one, it's you guys. A lot of what I've always wanted to have a long-term survival world that I just keep coming back to, and for me, what has helped is definitely started making YouTube videos. I feel like I'm committed now. Like, I have a commitment to you guys to keep making it, and the people that like are very supportive on all the episodes. Like, it helps me feel like I need to do it. And like, obviously I have a lot of fun, but like it gives me that sense of like, I need to work on this. Like, I want to work on this. I have a promise to you guys that I'm going to keep doing the series. There have been times, like I think one of the most recent ones was over summer, where I took about, I feel like, a month-long break of this world. Somewhere around episode, like, whenever I updated to the latest version of the mod, I definitely took a long-term break from this world. I don't know what the time between the videos was, but it was substantial enough that, like, I think probably a couple people noticed. And it was around, I did join the SMP around that time, almost, I want to say. But I took a break from the world. I went on vacation. I did a couple of things that, like, just kind of gave me a second to take a step back. and just reevaluate, like, hey, where do I want this world to go? And like taking a break definitely helped because it let me like pause, come back, and then I was like, oh wait, I have so many ideas for stuff I can build. So I would say taking a break is a big one. You know, give yourself time to rethink how you're doing, like what you're doing, and just take that time to really reevaluate, like, here's what I would like to continue doing. It gave me a lot of time and perspective and a lot of like a much needed like breather to just go find other things to think about. And then when I came back, I felt a lot better of just like, oh yeah, I can do all this much better, because I did get that burnout feeling and wanting to just leave to start a new world, and I'm so thankful that I didn't. You know, I'm very, very thankful that I decided against such an endeavor. This needs to be wool, like such. And then this also needs to have... I will say what's difficult about this is I've used concrete powder, and it's water, so I'm trying not to lose any, I suppose. So that'll be good, and we'll do the same or similar over here, where we do like gray concrete, and we'll just do wool. But yeah, my big advice for burnout is take a break, reevaluate, come back. Like every time you get that urge to start a new world, just you know, take a break. And then like when you start missing Minecraft and when you have new ideas, new build ideas, then come back. Because I am very thankful that I decided to take that break and just take the time I needed to figure out what I wanted to be doing. Okay, now we should probably decorate that with stuff. I should probably go find something. We'll go get some sand and just some kelp and seagrass. Axolotls live in freshwater, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, because that's where they're found in the lush caves, so I would assume freshwater, right? I don't know. I don't know much about axolotls. They're cute in Minecraft, but yeah, don't have any prior knowledge. Yeah. Let me... What was I getting? I was getting plants. Seagrass, always good. See if I can throw these in the top. That would be a good one. If I can place it. Do I have any I do have seagrass. There we go. And then... kelp. Kelp. I don't need shears in my inventory right now. That should be good. And I have a bucket that I will fill with water. Yes, fresh water. Cool. In giant lake before it was destroyed, and now they pretty much all live. Aww. That's very sad. Humans, man. Yeah, thank you everybody for watching the stream. I didn't know how many people were going to watch today, just because it's kind of a random Wednesday that I decided, you know. If I do this, and I do this, and then I do this, and then I grab him again, because I just needed more water, then I should be able to do this, and do this, and do that. Oh, I did, wait, that was screwy. We're gonna break out here. Yeah, I think that might have screwed up some stuff. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The Mosa and Meg project has started, Tyler. It has begun. Slow start. I won't lie to you, but I have been digging. I have been digging out, and I've been placing in the walls. They're coming along. I think this is what's gonna be the next video. It's gonna be this interior. Will probably be the opening of the thing, and I'll talk about how I streamed and did all this, and then I'm gonna focus on the Mosa. I think if I make the video about the Mosa, then I can definitely probably get the Mosasaur side done, because if you didn't know, this little, like, that little jutty out bit and that little jutty out bit is going to be the barrier, and then this part back is going to be Mosasaur, and then this, excuse me, this forward is going to be Meg. Probably only going to have one Meg, so that's kind of why this feels a little smaller. I am going to push this cliff back a little bit. A little bit. So yeah, I technically have started, but I'm really trying to pace myself to avoid that kind of burnout feeling. I needed sand. That is one thing that I did not grab that I needed. I need space in my inventory though. So we're gonna throw some stuff in here. And that should be good. Probably won't be doing the grandstand just because one Fern already did it and he did it better than I ever could. He's amazing, and he did the create stuff, which I would definitely not be able to figure out. So I don't think I'd do a grandstand. Also because his park is more based on Jurassic and all those kind of things, and I don't think it would fit into what I'm doing. Hold on. Need water. So his kind of fits more into what his style and what his thing is. Mine is kind of more, nature walk, and like, this is like Yellowstone, but if dinosaurs were still around. So mine, I don't think would work as well with that. I'm gonna do clay, by the way. Clay and gravel for their base. Just because that's what is in the lush cave biomes. But what I am going to be doing for my lagoon is that this whole, like, outer edge, we'll fly into it now, you can kind of see where I've left, like, wool. Those are meant to be mine shafts, almost, and I'm going to redesign this hill, or this cliff. I don't like it anymore, and I've changed the direction we're going in. This was originally just going to be an ocean, but I've noticed that the ocean feels small, or that it feels like a bit of a smaller ocean. So what I'm instead going to do is make this an abandoned rock quarry. So I'm going to terraform around like these giant, like, carved like cliffs, and the base too is going to be very like abandoned rock quarry, because I vacationed in the Florida Keys, and we were on this little island that had these massive rock quarries that had just been filled in by the ocean. So I'm going to basically do that on a bigger scale, and we'll have a lot of that kind of going. And so it should hopefully be something like really cool, and like something that's been reclaimed by the park and by nature. So it'll be very like geometric shapes, very like squares and like big cutout. As someone suggested earlier, there's going to be like abandoned quarry machines that'll have coral growing on them, because, you know, like all of that kind of stuff. I don't know. These are I'm still in the early stages of planning, but those are my early draft thoughts of like what I'm gonna go for. I've not done any planning in creative just yet. I don't even know if I will, because I don't typically plan in creative the terraforming stuff, just because I like it to look natural, so I like it to be kind of, you know, by hand and just kind of like not planned out almost. I think that's good. And then we do, first we test. Oh, I can! I don't want that one though. Actually, wait, I wanted that one. That one, good, yes. We give a little bit of light with the sea pickles. And we throw grass. Yes? And then we throw in axolotl. Boom, 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 boom. Fair enough. Do we like? Good? Yes? Park versus nature reserve makes sense. Maybe just sort of yeah. I do plan to put viewing galleries throughout the whole lagoon. Like there's gonna be I think in this connection point right here you see where like those two pathways come out. That's gonna be the divider between the Mosa and the Meg. I think in the middle I might do kind of an observatory. I'm thinking, I'm brainstorming. It probably will have like a dome, like how the aquarium does, but it's kind of like just something that you can walk down like a spiral, and it'll take you down to the ocean floor, and you can look around 360 at both enclosures. Kind of like Jurassic Park the game. You know, they had that like Tylosaurus research thing. That'll probably be what it ends up being if it works out in my brain like I want it to. Again, don't know. Currently don't know what we're going to be doing in terms of all that. It's still, like, it is going to be the next video. I don't know if I'll do the observatory part, but it should, it'll be good. Hopefully. I hope. Sorry, I'm going to read chat. There's a lot of messages. Will you do no gravity growl in the middle? Yep, just talked about that. Yes, kelp forest and stuff like that. I plan to have the rock quarry aesthetic. Sorry, I should probably tab back into the game. I don't know if it's moving without me looking at it. The rock quarry aesthetic will kind of be overgrown and regrown, so there'll be like on the machines there will be coral, so there won't be too much coral, but like little pops of color here and there on those like abandoned machines. And stuff like that. And then yes, kelp forest, seagrass, like all these like really big built up like overgrown areas. I also want to use azalea leaves to build my own kelp, because now that we're in the new update, we can have waterlogged leaves. So I'm going to try and do some like kelp structures using those. Those would be cool. Those is just the stuff I have in my brain. It's kind of Subnautica vibes. Yeah. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, it is eerie how like deep they can get. So that's kind of like one of those things. And like I also like the idea of like, oh, they abandoned it, so it got filled in with water from the sea, whatever, salt water, and it's going to be kind of tied into an amber mine, I believe. Like I'm going to try and incorporate some of those like amber deposits and make it look something like that. I think will be really, really cool. Kind of like a tie-in, I guess. Yeah, no, I have a lot of big projects planned that I'm just all brewing on. Do I have my clipboard with me? No, it's over there. We'll look at it later, but it is like I am definitely thinking about stuff that I can, like big projects like that and terraforming. Like I have ideas for almost everything in this world, but they're subject to change, so I don't want to like tell you them and commit to them, you know? Can I not? Can I then place a thingy? No, I cannot. That is quite sad. I wanted to place a thing there, but I cannot. Unfortunate. But yeah, so the Megalodon and the Mosa will have very similar vibes. I'm also going to make the cliffs out of deep slate. They're going to be made out of deep slate. I'm going to figure that out. I don't know. Should be cool. That's because I was kind of looking at, they were originally going to be stone. And I was kind of looking at it. I want to stay away from the creeper. They were originally going to be made out of stone, and then I was kind of looking at, oh, the walkways and the stone really clash. And it was originally going to be just an ocean with these kind of like coastal cliffs built up next to it, but then I decided I didn't like that. So that's kind of why I pivoted into the quarry idea. Yes, sharks. And then the rest of the aquarium will probably like, they'll follow these like tunnels that'll go around the lagoon. Like you can see the lagoon there, and I've got all this like unused space under all my terraforming that I can definitely turn into like usable space with all of the aquarium stuff. Who called me? Somebody. Okay. But yeah, let's see. I think we said, do we like the axolotl little thing? I think it's cute. I like it. It's very neat to have just an actual Minecraft mob swimming around. we'll throw some of this stuff up now that I don't need it. We like the tables and the chairs. Let's see. I think if I remove these, because I should probably move my shulker box, monster will be smart and move it into the back room that we have going here. That's fine. We should probably come up with something to go in the middle here. Something. I'm not sure what, but something. And we need to figure out something to put on all of those like info panels. So we'll also work on that as well. Why do I have a wrench? Out. I don't need this. Bum, 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 bum. That can kind of all go in there. Okay, I think I'm enjoying. I'm definitely enjoying what we've got going. I think planters would be nice. Let's find some. Let's do some pots. Let's do some pots. I grabbed the leaves, and where did I place? I placed these. Okay. Let's do. I think one like that, maybe, or should I do a too tall one? I think maybe too tall. Hold on. If I go right here, I can do what say we chat. Or maybe I just go ahead and full send it in the corner. Like so. That might be cool. Yeah, let's do that. Just because I have very limited space, like in terms of height, that is. So like for this one we'll do like that as well. Yes? Cool. Not sure if you're into it, but I've got into prehistoric sort of reskin for certain mobs, dolphin and shark type animals, or fish and two trilobite. Well, that's cool. That is cool. That's a cool little project. Should I move? I might move this table one block this way. So that way it's more... I don't know, guys. You guys are going to see me absolutely, like, finick with all of this stuff. I think that's better. That opens it up a little bit more. Makes it a little nicer. What did I grab these for? Ooh, I know why I grabbed these. It's so I can throw like that. And, like this. No, I want that one to be diagonal, please. Please place it diagonally, please. Why are you not going diagonally, sir? I know you can place them diagonally, right? The create seats, I won't lie, I don't like as much. That's fine. That's good. The create seats I don't like that much just because they are a full big block in the middle. I don't know. I just don't like them. Like they're cool on the trains and stuff to, you know, actually have the seating, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Change this. Better. Okay, and now I like that. I think I like that. Maybe I change this. We're gonna do this again, aren't we? Does anyone know the correct way to actually place these on a diagonal? I want it diagonally. I could totally add Mr. Crayfish furniture. I do love it on the SMP. I just don't. I don't know. I like all these feeling really vanilla. I do have the one like small decoration mod, and I liked it just because I wanted the supports for the bridge. I think is why I. How do you do? Okay, it's staying like that. It's fine. Whatever. It's whatever. I've given up. Let's do... Should we do another fossil display in the middle here? let's try this out. It should be like this. Now let's do like this. Make the 3. There we go. And then if I go grab, yeah, I don't know. I might. I just also I get really let's see. I get really concerned updating or like adding mods to this world just because of what I went through with the chipped mod. When we updated to 1.20 as opposed to 1.19, all of the chipped variants deleted. I think I did talk about it in a video, but they were just not there anymore. And that's obviously frustrating because I had built a lot with the chip mod. So I had to go through the whole process of like, replacing and like doing all of this extra work because the chip mod had essentially stopped working correctly. And I don't know. That was another like that was a big thing that gave me some burnout on the world because I didn't want to be doing any of that. I wanted to be playing on the Dinos world and having to go through and actually manually and like using World Edit to replace everything. It was just a lot, and it was time consuming and annoying, and I hated it. So I've been really hesitant to add more mods to this world because like what if Fossils updates, I want to update the world, and then the mod that I used and built a whole dining room out of doesn't update with it. I know that like it's a weird argument to make, but one that I'm making just because of all that I went through with the chip mod and the library not updating. So like I'm scared to add new stuff because I did whatever mod adds these before the update and it transferred over, so I'm happy that it did. And I don't want to remove it because I had used it before the update. So I don't know. I don't pretend to know. I'm just hesitant to add more mods onto this mod pack. I think it's got like 36 or something. A lot of them are performance and like client side. Like I know someone asked me about the world download, like, hey, this one mod, the effective mod's not working. And I was like, oh yeah, you can really you can spend time trying to make it work, but all it really does is add splashes that I like. So a lot of like the big mods that I have are create, fossils, and chipped. Those are the big like groundbreaking adding content to the game mods that I have. Yeah, I'm currently adding a Mosasaur skeleton, hopefully. Is what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Mr. Crayfish, I probably will look into. I don't know. And like going back to like what I said earlier, I like the game feeling really vanilla. So I think Crayfish does feel vanilla in the modern updates. So I will look. I feel good about it. So maybe. Solid maybe. What did I come over for? Oh, I wanted to make this different. This is the one I wanted. And I only wanted one. We shall now go back. But I am glad that you guys chose to do the interior today. Because I probably wouldn't have done it. Or ended up doing it. But it is looking really nice. I am enjoying. And that should add some light into the middle. Perfect. Okay, now we do this again. Which... Oh, Leopleurodon. Do we go with Leopleurodon? Let's see how big he is. He also doesn't have a jut-out tail, which might be good. Because the Mosasaur, when I did it earlier, had a really long tail, and that kind of made it look wonky. So we might go with Leo. That might be good. Oh, that's as big as he gets. Phenomenal. I want him more centered on the thing. But I think that's good. You guys like that? I think that's good. I think that's pretty cool. I think just one more dark oak sign, and we'll be right as rain for him. Do I have? I do have. I think that's good. I think that'll be fine for him. And then technically I have these two. I need to figure out a way to cover up the lights on the ground because those bug me. But they're also really all over the place. I could just throw in a carpet on them. In fact, I might. I just like a dark gray carpet. Raise him up more so you can see the flippers. Okay. I had iron bars somewhere. There we go. Let's do this. Let's hope we get another one. That's Mosa. He's going to be too big. Okay. Cenozoic creatures. I need to talk about this. And I genuinely... Okay, I told you guys earlier that I had plans for almost everything in this world. I have no plans currently for the Cenozoic. I just like... I've been thinking about them, and I can't come up with anything that I'm happy with. So those are very far down the line currently. I'm pushing those off. Though I will tell you, in the near future, we're working with some Cenozoics on the SMP this Sunday during our live stream event. Plug. Do you guys like the plug? Shameless plug. We're doing a live stream event on the SMP where we will be terraforming a Winter Wonderland, Winter Village style thing. And we're going to be building some Cenozoic creatures like mammoths, smilodons, probably some elasmotheriums, maybe Pachyrhinosaurus, just whatever people want to get into. I know which animal I'm doing, but I don't want to spoil it in case you care. But it should be pretty fun. Should be pretty fun. I think people will be streaming all day long, and I think there should be tons and tons of Cenozoic animals included. I don't know. I find them hard to fit in, just because one, obviously, I broke the Leopleurodon, didn't I? I did that again. I find them kind of hard to fit in. Same thing with the desert animals. Is like, because there's such a different biome from the ones that I currently have in my world, it's going to be really hard to connect them. So like the desert animals are going to get their own like desert house, kind of like the aquarium, but like for all the desert creatures. So that'll probably be Velociraptor, Proceratops, and then like, I don't know, Megalania was the other one I think I was thinking about. A lot of like that kind of vibe, so anything I can think to put in a desert. Then obviously I want to have an aviary, bug house. Like, I don't know, I like, because a lot of the creatures that I like, my solution I feel is just house, make it in a building. But for the Cenozoic creatures, that's a little difficult just because I don't know, like it's they're all like so big, I guess, that like putting them in a house, like I can justify the bugs and the like reptile and the desert house just because most of the animals that I'd be putting in there are really small, you know? So it wouldn't be so bad to build a build like that, but all the Cenozoic creatures are huge. So figuring out like a build that encapsulates all of them and gives them ample room to wander around It's just something that I'm going to have to figure out later, and I don't know what I'm going to do. That is true. I could put them on, like, a mountain. Like, build up the mountain. It's just that currently, the only mountain that I have is the one that I've been terraforming out the back of, like, my starter base and the Pachyrhinosaurus enclosure and all that. And on top of there is going to be the aviary, because it also kind of goes into a plateau. So up there is going to be an aviary build, and I don't know if I want it to go any higher than that, because I want the kind of the peak of that to be the aviary, so I don't want it to go above that. So I might have to do another mountain then, which, you know, is its own project. So either way, the Ice Age creatures are a lot of work, and I have not thought about them yet. They're not soon, is my answer. They will come eventually. They will be a thing. I will do them one day. Not soon, though. Can I please get a Leopleurodon skeleton? This has to be riveting. I know I got one earlier and I broke it. The amount of times I got a Mosasaur. Or a different aquatic creature. There it is. Oh, okay. Okay. I have him. I have him. Okay. There we go. Okay. Break this block. Now we've got some good lighting. And there we go. I think he should be brought forward a little bit. Get him centered on the thing. Kind of like thus. Do we like? I think I like. Just making a traditional dome-shaped aviary, you could have it be like a massive canyon or seal roof. Okay, yes. So the aviary is not going to be a domed aviary. It is going to be a research facility, kind of similar to like how they study hawks and stuff like that. That's kind of the vibe I wanted to go for with them. And yeah, definitely a canyon was one of something like the Quets. I'm kind of thinking a canyon type build, and then also a like maybe a temple, like an Aztec temple, because it'll be indoors, so I can be a little bit more, you know, crazy with it. Like anything that I build indoors can be a little bit more stylized and have a little bit more artistic liberty taken with it, just because, you know, I can do that. I should maybe move this guy facing this way, because the Meg is facing that way, right? So yeah, when you come up the stairs, you see the Meg, Leopleurodon, you got the Plesiosaur, and got the Ichthy. I'm liking. Are we liking? Okay, same thing for the other skeletons. I'm kind of not, because, I mean, I could. The problem is that I built them on a 2-block gap. I could do them on a 1-block gap. Maybe if I... How big is him? I have to break him in. Oh, this is as big as he gets. Okay. I do this. Watch my genius. Also, sorry, not sorry that this is going to be what the rest of the stream is me placing these darn biofossils. Oh my gosh, never mind. Please clip that. Because, oh my gosh, what timing, right? Literally me complaining about how I'm just going to have to break these over and over again, and then boom. Get the one I want. That's perfect. I take back everything I've said negatively about this. There you go. Better? Much smaller, I'm sure. Did I move him closer? He's got 2, so he is 1 block from there. Wait. 1 block to the left or just in line? Yeah, 1 block in line. So he gets brought forward. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can do it again. No. Okay, I used all my luck, guys. It's whatever. Mosasaur. Another Ichthy. Pleasey. Okay, got him. Oh, goodness. That was scary. I get so scared whenever I finally get the thing because I'm like, oh, I almost break it every time. There we go. True for the aviary. I don't know. That's another one that is I'm thinking of, but I've not planned any, like fully set out. That's one that I've not planned in creative just yet. The next big thing is gonna be the info center and such. There's some biofossil and some bones. Throw that in there. Maybe another biofossil over here. What else could I do? What else could I do, guys? In the item frames, I can go check. I do have Dominican Amber, actually. Let me go grab some. That's a cool little extra. Oh, I can throw in some, like, kelp as, like, what they eat. Plant fossil, that's one that I wanted. Plants, kelp, Dominican Amber, plant fossil. With the bonus going to be downstairs at the viewing area. Where would you put the Mosasaur skeleton? I don't know if I'm gonna do a Mosasaur skeleton. One, because the Mosasaur, like, since I didn't do it up there, I did the Meg, which does fit a lot better. The Mosasaur skeleton is just really long. Do I have one down at the? I might also have a Leopleurodon down here. I do have a Leopleurodon. The Mosasaur skeleton has a really long skeleton, so it's kind of hard to fit him. But I do have the Mosasaurus pixel art that I did, which is just the Mosasaur DNA kind of turned into this pixel art, which I'm pretty happy with. I could do a Mosasaur skeleton down here. Maybe. I might. I don't know. I just also have a lot of hanging up ones, so I kind of like how this is special. True. Let me do... I want to finish this, though, before we move on. I want to get this all situated. Did I throw Dominican Amber into the display? I did. Ooh, I have some mosquito and amber. Let me grab that as well. Some DNA. True. An aquatic scarab gem. I might have some. Actually, wait, no, I don't have any more scarab gems. But yeah, I could save a spot for one. Because I'll need to gather some later anyway. I don't want to give up Mosasaur DNA. I do have Plesiosaur, Ichthyosaur, and some Leopleurodon. That'll be good. I'll grab some of those. Another thing that I would love to see from fossils is aquatic plants. They have the prehistoric, like, you know, regular plants, which I actually don't have any in this world, or not as much as I should. I have a couple, but not a whole lot, like placed in, placed down. I want to build like a greenhouse or like part of the lab before I do start bringing them into the world. I don't know why. Do some Leopleurodon, Ichthy. That's not what I wanted. That one. That'd be good. And then watch this, guys. I can grab out of my equipment book my data pack. And I can do item frames, invisible, item frames, invisible, item frames, invisible, and item frames, invisible. Cute. Let me, come on. Go. Yes. Item frames, invisible. Frames, invisible. Oh wait, no, I can't do that one because it doesn't have anything in it. Yes. Do we like that? I hope we like that. We should. Like it. This is a little tedious, but it's fine. And I can always come back and change them as they add more stuff. And that one can be the aquatic scarab gym, I think. I feel. Did I make the ones downstairs invisible? I didn't. I'm leaving them. We like. Okay. Good. Good. You must like what I build all time. You can never critique. I'd be so upset. I'm kidding. Please critique me. I like input. The day that I say I don't like your input is the day that I'm lying to you. So keep that in mind. I'm going to do a border of dark oak along that. I don't know why, but I feel it. I'm feeling it in my bones. There we go. I don't know why I like that, but I wanted it. And this gives me the opportunity to actually put the signs on the back. I did on that one, but I didn't do on the plesiosaur because I forgot. I forgot. Also, thank you everybody that's still watching and then has been hanging out. I appreciate you endlessly. You guys are the dope. You guys are dope. You're the reason I keep going and keep making videos. Because you guys have been so supportive and it's really cool. And yeah, thank you. Boo, boo, boo. Eating up the world, thank you. Thank you. Again, if I had the shell block, wouldn't this be the perfect place to put the shell? If it existed in real life and wasn't fake. Fake by the fake news propaganda FA devs. Oh no, I don't know what else to do. Let's see. We could do. I guess we should probably actually do this thing, which I kind of wanted. I think I brought him. Where is? There we go. Hear me out. What if I swapped this back wall with laid bricks? Like, because this we've technically doubled this wall up. I might be able to get away with changing this wall and giving it just a different texture, you know? I think that might help add a little bit of interest into the world. And give it that little bit of pizzazz that we like. If I just place like that. Hold on. Yes, perfect. We're doing that. Because this is kind of like the preparation area where they're like packaging whatever it is you bought from here. Probably like fish sandwich or something. That could be funny. Yes. Pottery in the cafe? Might, yes. Do I have more? I want this to kind of be the Q line. So let's see if I have andesite bars. I do. I kind of want there to be a little bit of a Q line up. Perfect. Like you come up. That looks cute. And then I think would be a cute little this. Right? If we did like this, that's your cash register. And we could do like a sign on the back of it. Would look cute. Do I not have any? I do have spruce. Go like that. Also, I should probably tell you guys, hey, if you make fan art, I appreciate it. We're currently like on the stream day. We're gonna be using Dodo Boy. He's made us all Christmas skins, and so we're all gonna be using them throughout the stream day. And I'm really excited to give him a shout out because it's honestly such great work that he did on the skins. But the fact that he made those just inherently for us to use was like insane to me. I thought they were really good. So if you guys like to make fan art, or if you like to do art in general, and you want to make fan art of this, I will be putting it in the info center when I get around to making that. That'll be something I desperately want to include, just because if you're gonna take the time to actually like, you know, make fan art, you're gonna get it put into the world. So yeah. And I want to thank everyone that's already made fan art, like Mousy and Aces. He did. They did really good work on the ones they did. And yeah, they're actually in the like ending segment of my next video. And the best way to give me fan art is to put it in the fan Discord. Fan Discord. You should join. It's cool. It's fun. Oh. I'm stretching. How long have I been going? We'll probably go another 20 minutes, just because I am running out of steam to carry on. But I don't know. It has been fun today, but I am getting tired. I think yes, security office back here, and then I'll probably finish up the cafe. What do you guys want me to focus on the last 20 minutes? The 7 of you that are still here, and you guys that have, you know, been watching. What do you guys want to see for the last, like, 20-odd minutes? Just because I do probably need to wrap things up here soon, so I'm not driving myself crazy. Welcome to Dairy, season finale. Phenomenal. Cinematic masterpiece, if I do say so myself. I am excited for future seasons of that show. Just the big like climactic moment was fantastic. I really did enjoy it. Like it was a really good, like one of the best like shows that I've seen this year. Like just everything consistently was good. Or like it like ended off good. So I was really happy with that, honestly. I came over here to get something, and I'm forgetting what it was. Mosquito and amber would be a good thing to throw over there. I'm gonna restore these, I think. What else do I have that I can use? What else could I make? Why did I come over here for? There was something specific. Oh, it was dark gray carpet. That's what it was. I remember now. I don't have any DNA already made for the Diplocalus or the Henotus. I can make some, though. I could do that. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I'm throwing in little arrows along the journey of this. I don't think it makes any kind of sense, but it does cover up the thingies. The sea lanterns. What would be my advice starting your own Dino Park world? I'm starting with building a compound. I have a village and transforming it into a place I need to build. You got any ideas? My biggest advice is one, watch other creators besides me. Everyone has their own take and their own style that they bring onto dino parks. It's really fun to get ideas by watching other creators and such. I will tell you that sometimes you need to stop thinking about dinos as dinos, I guess. One of the biggest things that I kind of into this world is I thought about it as what do I want to build in a Minecraft world first? And the biggest thing I wanted to do in a Minecraft world was actually find an excuse to make a custom forest. So that's kind of one of the things that I followed through, but kind of not limiting yourself to Dinosaur Park. Trying to think outside the box of what can I add that makes this whole world feel just like it's its own thing, you know? I don't know if I'm explaining that the best, but I try and think of what's just a cool build, and then I try and incorporate the dinos into it. So I wanted to build a rock quarry, and that's kind of how I've decided that this lagoon is going to be an abandoned rock quarry. It's going to be, we're going to transform all this into a whole abandoned rock quarry. So thinking of builds or being on YouTube and watching other creators or even just vanilla players, it's really cool to get ideas from stuff like that. And another big thing, if you're gonna build something to this scale and to with this just keep building the park, because one, break it up. Don't look at the whole thing as Dino Park. Look at it as enclosure to enclosure, build to build, and just all these things as pieces combined to make the Dinosaur Park. Don't think of it as this big task, oh my gosh, I gotta build this whole park. Then you're gonna get overwhelmed, stressed out, and you'll just end up stop playing. Just kind of break it up in your head, kind of be little tasks at a time. Like today. Today, I was thinking about this big aquarium project. I'm oh my goodness, I've got to do so much. And the first thing I did was, before the stream, is I dug out the lagoon, built out the wall. That was one task. And then I was hey guys, what do you want to do? Do we want to do the interior space in here or what? And so everyone voted on interior space, and doing this little task has kind of given me a break from the outside bit. And now I'm ready to go back out when I'm done here and work out there. But yeah, no, to breaking it up, big help. And then another thing I'll say is consistency. Just kind of keep logging back on. Whenever you get that temptation to start a new world, instead look for a different project in your current world. I think that's a lot of people, they give up on their single player world because they want to start something new, or they get tired of the project they're working on. And that's kind of what this aquarium kind of was, a project that I was tired of working on, and so I went to find something new. I built the Triceratops enclosure, and then started working on the swamp and doing other big projects. So whenever you're getting that burnout feeling with a project, instead of starting a new world, start a new project in the same world. So I don't know. There's probably a bunch of people that have handled that question a lot better than I just did, but I hope that helps. Yes, I hope. I was going to throw that there. That might be cool. And then I don't know what else I can throw up here. I think this is looking pretty good for this room. I think probably off stream and in the video, I'll decorate this room, and then obviously the cafe and the kitchen is what I'm going to say this is. Um, so yeah, I think that'll probably be something I do in the video. But I don't know. Let's go on a little. Let's go on a little. We've got probably 10 minutes left of what I want to do today for the stream. Let's just go on a little walk. I say as I begin flying. We could just go show you the diplos and other things that I'm thinking of working on throughout the series. I did put some name suggestions, like I didn't put everybody's, but I did try and throw as many name suggestions that I could find on the world. But here are the diplos. I think their enclosure might get a small makeover. One, because I don't like these two, like this segment of river, so I might fill in with coarse dirt and make it more plains-ish. I also want to build another tree like right there, just because there's like this one line of 4 trees, and I want to break it up by putting another tree there, and then like maybe another couple on this like side. So the diplos might be getting a small makeover sometime soon. Not like, you know, the most urgent thing. And I also would like to say that I am going to incorporate some of the diorite into the terrain over there just to kind of tie them in a little bit. But yeah, so this is something that I need to figure out how to do a little bit. The aloes. The aloes are going to get a big makeover because I'm not happy with this fence anymore. I don't like this fence. It feels very big. It's kind of clunky. It doesn't look right. So I'm probably going to give them the Spinosaurus and Dilophosaurus makeover. That's going to be something I plan on working on. That's going to have like the chain link fence instead. To kind of be a little bit lighter, I guess, and not as Jurassic Park feeling. But yeah, I want to build some kind of, I'm thinking like there's this little patch right here. I might build like a fire watch tower here that kind of goes up, or maybe like over here, so that way you get a better view of the stegos, and then it might even be up here, so that way you can see into the trikes and the stegos. Some kind of fire watch tower is a plan I have, a little thing. I want to give like, yeah, I want to do something better for like the Triceratops viewing area, because there's not one. There's not even a viewing area. You kind of just walk along the fence and see them. So I want to give them something, and I want to give the Stegosaurs another view, because one thing I learned recently is on a world tour that I got given, that I'll tease you with later, they did a lot of more viewing areas than just the one, so that's something I want to try and incorporate. I need to work on the mountains more. They look really good, but I need to move them onto that side as well. Sorry, I'm kind of just dumping you with projects that I'm going to be working on. I want to... The Pachyrhinosaurus are probably going to stay how they are, just because their enclosure is really nostalgic. If anything, I might extend their fence to kind of include this area as well, to give them a different height, almost. So, like, kind of bring their fence in line with this. TBD. TB determined. Kind of trying to decide on that. This up here will be the aviary, like research compound, so we'll work on that. And then you can see this big patch is meant to have trees in it, but I don't have trees in it. And then this big patch out this way will be more industrial farmland and also forest. I kind of want to put like the greenhouse maybe here, or like some kind of plant growing operation, but I don't know. But yeah, I think my voice is getting tired, and I'm getting tired, so I think I will probably be ending the stream there today. I hope you guys had a fun time. For those of you that stayed through the whole thing, I'm very thankful for you. And yeah, everyone that tuned in, it was lovely having you. Please tune in on Sunday. We will be doing a whole day of live streams. I'll be streaming some point. The schedule's coming out probably either tomorrow or Friday in the S&P fan Discord, which you can probably find on some of my SMP videos descriptions. It should be down there. But if you want to tune in on that day, I highly recommend. It should be tons of fun on Sunday, getting to work with all the other SMP members, getting to hang with all of you guys, and yeah, should be really really cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next thing that I do. It's probably gonna be the video that's coming out on Friday, and then Sunday's the live stream. So I hope you guys enjoy so much. So mwah.